Let's name the best all-time starting five from every conference. In this video, there's going to be 3 starting fives, one for the East, one for the West, and one for players who've played in both conferences. Without further ado, let's rebound onto that list. Let's start with the Eastern Conference, and at point guard we got Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah spent his entire career in the Eastern Conference playing for the Detroit Pistons. He is easily a top 5 point guard, arguably top 3. John Stockton and Magic Johnson are in the West along with Steph Curry, so he easily gets the spot for the East. At shooting guard, no question this goes to Michael Jordan. MJ represents the East as he played for the Wizards and the Bulls. At small forward, this is a close call between Dr. J, Julius Erving, and Larry Bird. You could put Larry at the 4 spot in order to include Dr. J, but I like Larry at the 3 as he has tons of range, playmaking, and rebounding. Larry spent his entire career playing for the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference, obviously. My pick at power forward is NBA MVP and Finals MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo. If we had Dr. J at the 3, I would have put Larry over Greek Freak at the 4, but since I have Larry at the 3, Giannis is the best spot at 4, and he can technically play all 5 positions, though he mainly plays power forward and small forward. The Greek Freak spent his entire career so far playing for the Milwaukee Bucks, representing the Eastern Conference. At center, many of the all-time great centers like Wilt, Kareem, and even Hakeem Olajuwon plus Shaq have played in both conferences. One of the best to only play in the Eastern Conference is Celtic legend Bill Russell, who's an 11-time champ and Celtics lifer. What I like about this team is you got MVP caliber players at every position. While Isaiah Thomas never won the trophy, he is an MVP caliber point guard. Next up, we have the Western Conference starting 5, and at point guard we got Steph Curry. Now I know what you're immediately thinking, where is Magic Johnson? Don't worry, he's on this team. For now, Steph represents the West as he is a Warriors lifer. At shooting guard we have Magic Johnson, who did play shooting guard for the first 4 seasons in LA, and he played power forward in his final season in LA. The rest, of course, he was playing point guard. And on this team, Magic will most likely be playing the off-paper point guard, and Steph will be playing the de facto shooting guard, so the backcourt can easily be swapped. I'll have Magic at the 2 on paper since he filled that 2 spot for his first 4 seasons, and Steph on paper has technically only filled the point guard spot. Our small forward is another Laker and Western Conference lifer, and that's Kobe Bryant, who mainly plays shooting guard, but for his first 2 seasons and his final season, he did play the small forward. He is certainly athletic enough to play the 3. He can easily guard positions 1 through 3. Rest in peace to the Mamba, Kobe Bryant. At power forward, we have the best power forward of all time, Tim Duncan, with 3 Finals MVPs. At center, I would have really liked to include Hakeem Olajuwon here, but don't forget he spent his final year with the Eastern Conference Toronto Raptors, so he can't technically qualify for this team, but he could for the both conference starting 5. The best strictly Western Conference center for now is David Robinson, but if Nikola Jokic stays his entire career in the West and wins a chip, you can easily make an argument to have the Joker take this spot one day. Now you might think this team is a logjam, but Kobe Bryant is a pretty great shooter, and so is Steph Curry, so there's going to be a lot of movement, and Magic Johnson is technically at the 2, but let's be honest, he's playing the 1 here, and there's going to be a lot of passing on this team. And that includes Kobe, who while is memed not to pass, he's second all-time in assists for shooting guard, second only to Clyde Drexler. And last but not least, we have the both conference starting 5, and at point guard, I would have liked to include Oscar Robertson here, but during the time he played for the Cincinnati Royals, that was an Eastern Conference team, and thus he's an Eastern Conference only player. My pick here is Jason Kidd, who played for the Nets, Suns, Mavs, and Knicks in his final season as a player. At shooting guard, it's a close call between Allen Iverson and James Harden. They're both MVPs, but Allen led a team all the way to the finals. James has been to the finals before, but as a bench player. He hasn't proven he can lead a team there. Allen Iverson has played for the 76ers, Nuggets, Pistons, and technically Grizzlies. Small forward, no question, LeBron James, who's played for the Cavaliers, Heat, and Lakers. Power forward is a close call between Kevin Garnett and Charles Barkley. They're both MVPs, but only one is both an MVP and a champion. So for that, I'm giving this spot to the big ticket Kevin Garnett, who's also a Defensive Player of the Year. KG has played for the Timberwolves, Celtics, and Nets. Center is an absolute logjam. You got Wilt Chamberlain, Shaquille O'Neal, Hakeem Olajuwon, just to name a few. But my pick here has to be the 3rd best player of all time, arguably 2nd all time, and some might even say he's the GOAT, and that's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who has played for both the Bucks and the Lakers. So here is every conference's best starting 5. Let me know which starting 5 is the best, and if you want to see me set up full rosters and coaches for each conference. Don't forget to dunk on that like button and subscribe with notifications turned on. And for any baseball fans, I just started a new baseball channel known as Home Run Rewind. You can check that out by clicking the card on screen or link down below. I'm Rebound Rewind, and I'll fast forward to you later.